All right, I'm working on the firewall today. Well, there it is, good or bad. It's gonna have to do, because I got a race in a week and I'm not gonna miss it. I took the nose off to check the fuel level and I totally forgot that I have to build this panel. I made my CAD setup here, cardboard assisted drawing. That lays in there. It'll look good, I just have to figure out how to secure it. I don't know if I can put that much angle on it. We'll see what I can do here. Yeah, I know it's gonna be a lot. I'll just go the whole way. Whatever. Try that. All right, mark this line, mark that line, put a little curve in it with the bottom of a can. See if I can roll that. I think it. Boom, done. That actually came out, for how fast I did it, came out pretty mediocre. That's gonna do the job though. And as I said before, I only ended up adding like 3 or 4 rivets. There. One over there. Give it the tap test. What about in here? Ah, perfect. Perfect. All right, I got the lap belts bolted in. Anti-submarine belt put in and set to length already. I didn't think you needed to see that. Now I'm gonna put the shoulder belts in, but I'm gonna show you how to lace them. You have to, well, it's easier to show on this side. You have to capture the belts in a way so that they can't slide either way off your shoulders or out of place. So got to go through them, and like I said, there's a certain way to lace them. My mounts for the seat belts, I made 2 brackets, one on each side, and I set them apart so that this bolt bottoms out into this nut that I welded in, and that way it doesn't crush this gap and the seat belt has freedom of movement. So that's why I opted to bolt them in, not lace them in. So now I gotta figure out a way to put the camera here to show these getting laced. Feed it through the window. All right, so I need to go under the bar first, up from the back through the bracketry, tight scrapping. Gotta go from inside up through this bracket. Cinch it to where you want it. Now you gotta go back through the bracket. And there it is. Now, for two reasons, to tidy this up and also to lock it into place, you have to go back through one time. And that keeps it from sliding on you. Okay, there's that. Now through the bracket again, just to kind of let it droop out of the way. I could probably cut that off and burn the end or something to make it neater, but I'm not worried about that right now. Bottom up through. Bottom up through the bracket. Cinch it where you want it. You just gotta cinch it. You just gotta cinch it.
Yeah, you gotta cinch them. Yeah, we told you to cinch them. Yeah, you just paper bag them out and cinch them. Well, you know, it's just, okay, you're just gonna cinch them and then you'll see.
Back through. And one more through to lock it. Get in there. Get in there. Okay. There we go. I guess I do remember how to do it. Cinch up the lap belt first, because you want that held on your hips. That's the most important. Cinch the crap out of it. You grab the shoulders and pull it down. And you keep wiggling it around so it cinches up even more. It should be slightly uncomfortable. Okay, got it first try. All right, something I've been putting off on my list. I got 2 days till the race, by the way. The wheel bearing was loose, and it was driving me crazy. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it, and I had trouble getting the wheel bearing setting right. When I tightened the nut, if I tightened it enough for the slop to go away, it actually like seized the wheel up, or seized the rotor up. It's a new rotor, and I think this surface here is too tall, is what's happening. The distance of the bearing to the seal is more than it should be, and this ring is actually going in and driving the seal into there. And actually, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's shiny in there. And it kind of shouldn't be shiny in there. The seal shouldn't rub on that. That should be not shiny. So I'm trying to decide what to do. I think the best thing for me to do is to machine this surface down, clean all the new parts are junk anymore. All new parts are junk. All right, there it is. Got the seal in, it went in nicely. It is a little wavy around here, but not terrible. And as I said, this is a big old hunk of rubber. It should seal to that, but it doesn't need to seal to that. It seals in here. So should be fine. I've been saying that all day. All right, it's good. Got it together. Wheels still free, no slop. It's rubbing now because I put the caliper on, but I think that's it. Unbelievable. I had to machine a rotor to get it to work. You think you buy all new parts and you're doing the right thing, and then your wheel's falling off. I'm gonna check over the other side. That one was loose, but not as bad as this one. I gotta paint these rotors, they look horrible. Not today. We're in thrash mode for the race. Paint doesn't make your wheel fall off, so I'm gonna let it go for now. Well, I'm done with the resin and matte and things. I'm done with the reinforced Bondo. I'm down to the normal Bondo now. Came out okay. Got it in primer, obviously. There's, I'm gonna say I took that to like 95%. It's like the bodywork shape is done, but like there's scratch marks in the paint, but I'm out of time, so. This isn't a permanent paint job, it's just temporary. Rattle can. I found that Rust-Oleum Sunrise Red is pretty close to the red of my car. The rear fenders are a rattle can. The main body was painted the correct way. And like I said, I widened the steel fenders in the back and I just rattled them with that Rust-Oleum and the apron too. So it's close enough that it doesn't look terrible, but it's definitely not a finished paint job. So I deem Rust-Oleum good enough for that nose for the weekend. Ooh-wee, look at that in the sun. That has got some shine. I'm glad I decided to do that and not leave it primer. Wow. As promised, I already put fingerprints in it. I wanted to get it out in the sun though and get it baking a little bit more. Every minute matters from this point on. It's like 9:30. No, I'm sorry, it's like 8:30. But we're done. We're ready to go. Load it up. Car's looking pretty okay considering how it looked a couple days ago. Nice night.
He needs me.
Winter jacket and shorts, Brody?
Yep.
All right. Look at the sky. All right. Off to Beaver Springs Dragway.